What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Disappearing Civs AI only battle. Obviously, we're in the alternate battle now because of some issues with the other one. By issues, I mean me, but you know, we're gonna move on from that. I don't want to take all the blame all the time. You know, I gotta just move on. But I won't. I'll have to remind you every episode because I'm sure someone will just watch the wrong episode and be a bit confused, which is always, I guess, what I'm worried about. Things like that happening. So yeah, I won't be forgetting about it anytime soon. But we will keep watching this one, which is quite exciting. Lots of powerful civs just doing their stuff. And yeah, we'll see what happens. Another half an hour of everyone's favourite stuff coming up. Actually, I can check. How well did yesterday's episode do? Because I was wondering, is there less people? I don't actually know. Yeah, but I mean, that might be a time thing. So yeah, I mean, it's 40 views down on the day before, but it's not even been 24 hours yet. Whoa. There's the video. How has that happened? Just spotted something. Now, I'm not someone that checks the views on the videos, regularly. I look at the channel's overall performance more than anything. I just saw... Did I see what I thought I saw? Okay, phew. There was a City Skylines video. I thought it just had a dislike and nothing else. But no, it was a like. Misread it. Yeah, I don't look at every individual episode. Obviously, I know that the averages of sort of different series. I know that Civ is genuinely the best performer, then Civ 6 and EU4. Well, it depends on the Civ 6 that I'm putting out, but normally, at least when it's... Civ 6 series do really well later on. So, like, the Ottoman one at the moment is probably about the same as EU4 normally is right now. In the future, it will, for whatever reason, it will show up somewhere else on YouTube. It's just genuinely happens. My Civ 6 England series is actually doing really well. In the past, it's always now the #1 video on the channel almost every month. So, for some reason, Civ 6 does better, like, in the future. I don't know, people don't like to watch it when it's happening, but later on, people seem to pick up some interest, maybe catch up with it. So, yeah, that's quite an interesting observation I've made. But that England series is doing well. But, yeah, TSL Civ 6, obviously, is next. Yeah, is around similar to EU4. City Skylines is a bit lower, because I don't play that often. And Hearts of Iron is also genuinely very niche. We're talking, like, 5 or 6 people, maybe, following that one really closely. I don't mind, of course. I'm not, in theory, I could just do Civ 5 AI only battles if I really wanted to try and like force the channel to grow. I guess that's the way I could go. But I want to keep making Let's Plays as well. I want to keep a balance to it. So that won't be the case. Spain v Greece is pretty big in the Mediterranean. Persia's helping. I mean, actually, okay, Persia does border Greece. I was a bit concerned for Spain then. But yeah, I mean, okay. I don't think this is ideal, but I guess this isn't the worst move. Persia's just not really here. Yeah, they border each other, but there's not many Persian units. Greece really does look strong as well. I mean, I don't know what the info addict says. I'm not going to open it mid-turn because it will probably break everything. But yeah, I don't know. Spain, how are you going to do? I'm not sure. I cannot get comfy today. Back hurts. Too much sitting in a chair. Things I go through for you guys. Spain, look at these borders. They're not quite. I was gonna say, imagine they just cut Morocco off. They're not going to, but that would have been quite annoying for Morocco if that was the case. The Kulin and Siam trading cities still. Siam just clinging on to some of these. I mean, it's not like Siam are really weak, so they're perfectly fine to look after themselves. The Harappa pretty peaceful. I mean, if Persia overcommits to this Greece thing, they're the sort of civ that you think, yeah, go on, go for it. Give us something exciting. But we probably won't even see that. The AI doesn't tend... Now we're watching this series will probably fizzle out. I don't want to dampen expectations, but we seem to jinx it. The alternate ones do tend to be more interesting for whatever reason. Or more balanced. We definitely had that last time around. And this time it does seem... The other one was getting very one-sided. The Zulu had definitely bribed Google when it came to picking what civs to eliminate, because the Zulu were getting a nice pick every single time. So yeah, that was pretty messed up. But here, it seems a lot more balanced. I think, obviously, for the most part, only small civs have been removed in this one. Russia was probably in the lead when they were removed, so maybe that's a bit unfair on them. But apart from them, everyone else that got removed was fairly small. Obviously, Indonesia was tiny when they got removed initially. The Mayans weren't anything special. The Canadians are having some success here against the Aztecs. The Sioux, it was very early. They didn't have that much. Who else went? France only had a couple of cities. I mean, there's no evidence they were here, but yeah. France had a couple in this. I'm guessing maybe just one, actually. Because Paris would have been like here, wouldn't it? And that's disappeared, and then Greece came and settled in here, but all these others, Berlin was already here. So yeah, I don't think France had anything else. Maybe one or two, if this city from Spain was a bit late. Or obviously France may have had more and only one replaced it. But yeah, France weren't that big. I'm just trying to think who else I removed. And then yeah, Texas only had one city at the end when they got removed. And I mean, California had a few, but it's not a massive deal. Persia, piecing out with Germany. Not really. I mean, Germany's pretty irrelevant in this game. They have a couple of cities. Mongolia's about to conquer Frankfurt up here, so they will be left with just one up in the tundra, in the cold, next to the random Brazilian city. I don't know. It's there. Don't ask me. They settled there for whatever reason. It happens. Just let it be. Would accept it for what it is. Ethiopia and Mongolia now friends. Interesting. There's loads of damage going on with like Britain and Sweden here. I don't think they're fighting. Maybe they are, but it's not leading to too much. Morocco, are you? These guys are at peace, right? It looks like they are. Yeah, Ethiopia seems about to attack somebody. It's hard to tell. There's just a load of units, a load of damage everywhere. I can't really tell who's fighting who. Spain is making progress here in southern Italy against Greece, which is a surprise. I'm sure Greece will put up a good fight back at some point. Shaka not doing as well in this series. Or this battle. He was doing very well in the other one. I think he won the other one. Like, unless he got removed at random, then he would have won. I'm just gonna be honest. So maybe this one is more exciting. We don't really know who's gonna win. The Shoshone and the Kulin are also doing well again. They seem to have a little bit of an edge, but China is growing. Among other civs, they look very good. We'll see what they get up to. Kulin, what are you doing? Not too much. Siam's clinging on, doing just fine for now, but I think the Kulin might grab a couple of cities here. I mean, that one at the top is in the red. Or in the Philippines, and yeah, there you go, they get one. They nearly got this other one, where my mouse is, but not quite as lucky. Did another city just fall, or was that the notification? That must have been this one. Don't think Great Britain grabbed anything. Canada, are you closing in? Oh, there. This is very... Yeah, this should be Canada's next turn. I don't know if they'll hold on to it. I think they will eventually. But yeah, I think this city should be safe. The Aztecs should have a lifeline. I think it will take the Shoshone to completely kick them out. And poor little Germany has been embargoed. And the enacting of cultural heritage sites has also failed. So that's a bit rough. There you go. Wow, Brazil has some good technology. And the Inca look big as well. That is a lot of cocoa. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cocoa fields. That's a lot. That's probably all the world's chocolate right there. They've probably got a monopoly. Brazil have a little bit too. I'm quite glad to see... actually, not really. The Amazon is mostly gone now in this world. There's little chunks of it, but not much of it left. Any other rainforests been preserved? No, Siam has decimated any of theirs. Yeah, all the Indonesia. There's a little bit on some of these islands, but nothing ridiculous. Harappa literally has one tile of it. Not much left. Where's the other main rainforest? It's down this way, isn't it? Little bits around here. Yeah, the AI, not particularly considerate. Not that they need to be. This isn't Civ 6. They're not gonna flood the whole world. I wonder. I don't think there's a mod for that. That would be pretty cool. Interesting if there was. it's a feature I like in Civ 6. I don't know. I think the flooding of tiles is annoying. So I guess yeah, that is annoying. But I don't know. I mean, you've got to. It's reality, I guess. You can't run away from it. Well, I guess you could try and run away. I don't know. Just move in as far inland as possible. Where on earth is the most like inland point? I assume it's somewhere in here, right? In the sort of Central Asia. I'm just guessing off like in terms of pure distance to the sea. I would guess it's somewhere in here, and it also depends what you class as the sea. So obviously this doesn't help, and this doesn't help. But yeah, I would guess it's somewhere like up here. I think it is somewhere in the Mongolian or Chinese desert, and that southern city has fallen. And I thought Ethiopia was going to join in against Greece, but they have joined against Persia. That is a big surprise. But yeah, they will probably kick Persia out of Africa pretty easily now. But yeah, Greece is struggling, but this is a bit of a lifeline for them with this city. But yeah, Spain did grab this. Now I quickly want to Google this. I want to see if I can find it. This is important for everyone. Good research. Been doing a lot of Googling recently in videos. There is some. Okay, most inland place in the world. There we go, it did come up. Point Nemo is officially... Oh, I found the point that's furthest away from land. Not really what I was looking for. If you're interested, it's somewhere around here. I don't know if this map's obviously probably not representative, but somewhere in here is the furthest point from land. I think it's a bit more up here. It's kind of level with the southern tip of South. It's like here. Obviously on this map, I think Antarctica's a bit exaggerated. Obviously, it's not ideal, but yeah. That's the opposite. That is what's the furthest place from the sea. There you go, northwestern. It says yeah, depending on what you consider coast and stuff and how you calculate the coast. But it said northwestern, sort of Kazakhstan, China, somewhere in here. Kazakhstan, is that near China? Kazakhstan's more this way. I don't know, somewhere up here basically, which is whereabouts I would have guessed. I mean, I think it said it depends if you consider the Caspian Sea or whatever. It moves the point a little bit, but it's still around here, regardless of what you consider it to be. And there you go, Canada has conquered the Aztecs' capital. We've all learned something. What more do you want from a video? This is prime of entertainment right here. You've just seen Lester B. Pearson invade Montezuma's capital. Very, very great moment in alternate history scenarios. As well as learned about where the most inland and furthest from land points on Earth are. And it's funny because they're almost opposite each other. Like, not on this map, obviously, but on if you imagined it as a globe, they're kind of opposite each other. Not actually, I guess the Pacific's huge. I don't know what a globe looks like, to be honest. Like, but they seem not like, I don't know what the scale would be like. Obviously, I know what the globe looks like, but yeah, I don't know what the scale quite is. Maybe not. Maybe they're not opposite because they are both sort of either side of the Pacific. I know the Pacific is huge, but maybe not quite opposite each other. I was wrong, but you know, maybe. China completes the Pentagon Wonder. I'm pretty sure someone had in the other battle, so that's surprising that someone only just got it here when everyone in this one seems to be further ahead. That is a bit weird. Greece's turn to respond. How's this going to go for them? Here we go. Go on, Greece. You got this. You can do this. Take forever now. I know how it is. Greece's cities, they had this issue in a previous game. They are really small. Like, Sparta is 5. This is at 6, 7, 9, 10. They're not very big. And they do manage to grab this back just. And now it's Persia's turn. I don't know if they'll be able to get this Greek city or hold it for very long. Because I think Ethiopia is going to cause them some big problems. Yeah, you can already see Thebes is in the yellow. And I think Ethiopia are yet to go. Because Persia go pretty early. All things considered, they're right at the start. Oh my goodness, I just can't even look at them. It's like performance anxiety or something. If you stare at them, they just will not do anything. So just stare at the Shoshone instead. Persia aren't even that big. Like, this is ridiculous. Okay, there we go. Now it's the Ottomans. I'm sure they will do. Denounce the Shoshone, denounce Brazil. Siam. Let's see. Let's try not to break things. Here we go. Will they be regaining anything this turn? Yes, they re-grabbed the Philippines, but there's more Kulin units. They are not enjoying this time right now. They're struggling a little bit. The Inca. Come on, Inca. Declare war on Brazil. I have no idea. I think it would probably be an equal war, but I just want to see it happen. 2 cities up here, of course, as well for the Incans, which I'm sure will draw them into a conflict. I want to see what China does. They seem interesting. I don't really know what they're up to, but they're huge. They're definitely the underdog. I haven't really given them much credit here, but they look massive. Certainly a threat. Especially, I mean, Mongolia's good, but they're not, China could beat them, I think. China somehow does not have any oil. Oh, wait, no, they do have planes. It's okay. They do have some oil. I was going to say, how on earth does a civ that big not have any oil? Especially when they have tundra, which has the bias for oil. Spain recaptures southern Italy. And they are sieging Rome a little bit, so maybe there's a chance. Just a small little chance that they grab that. Okay, here's Ethiopia's turn. This should be this is going to be bad, I think, for Persia. Yep, there you go. They just not just conquer Thebes, but they're almost ready to go straight after the next city. That is incredibly impressive and very worrying for Persia. And certainly, I said the Kulin, Shoshone, and China were in a top 3. I think it's a bit harsh to leave Ethiopia out now. They are certainly on the right track with 40 turns to try and win this game. Processing turn for the Shoshone. They're not doing anything at the moment. They are very, very peaceful. Watch them declare 4 wars now. If only it worked like that. That would be amazing. Sadly, it doesn't. The Zulu. Not too much going on. They actually look really thin on units. I know they're mostly trying to attack Morocco with boats and not really succeeding, but yeah, not having their dream run. Canada, are you? I don't really know. Maybe there's hope, but I don't think they can get to this. Surely not. They only have boats here anyway. Yeah, I don't think so. Surprised they held on to the capital this turn, but they have done it, which means they should probably keep it now. They kill this rifleman. Well, actually, they can't kill this rifleman. Maybe it does fall. If it hasn't healed that much. Yeah, I guess this could fall. Kulin re-grab the Philippines again. Siam doing okay to just hold on to all the mainland stuff. For now. Could all fall apart for them, of course. City's getting very low. Britain has entered the atomic era. Big turn of events for them. Oh. Okay, Parthia, what are you up to? Not doing too much. Let's have a quick look at the info index. I just want to see who's got the biggest military. Here we go, boom. Shoshone, well out in front for now. Then it is the Kulin, the Inca, China, Brazil, Ethiopia. Quite low down. That's pretty scary because Ethiopia looked terrifying. But apparently there's 5 bigger militaries out there to worry about. The Zulu, Canada, Siam, and Harappa. That's I know all those top 10 are very strong. Morocco is strong as well. Persia looked great, but yeah, Ethiopia is just a whole level above Persia. Britain, surprisingly high on that list. Spain, the Ottomans, Sweden. Greece has really fallen. I thought they were doing well. Technology-wise, is it even close? It is. Shoshone and the Inca level on 69. Big drop to the Kulin at 65 with China. The Zulu, 64. Brazil, 63. Ethiopia's there as well. Who has got the most cities? Who are the biggest civs? Shoshone and the Kulin, much less than the 37 we saw for the Zulu and Shoshone in the original game. The Shoshone and Kulin with 20. China 18, Zulu 17, Inca 16. Let's go, Aztecs. This is your moment. Time to shine. Time to they did recover their capital. I don't think that would last very long at all, but I'm surprised they didn't recover it the first time, so I'm happy for them to get it done this time. Some other good news, I've got my new hard drive here. I don't know, I was just looking for something to fiddle with while I was sat here. Yeah, it's here. It's very chunky. I went for a 4TB one this time. I've gone up every time. I'm just like, probably going to be making more videos, so don't worry, I'm not going anywhere yet. I've got another 4TB to back up and store, or not to store, but to empty off my PC so that I can actually record more. We're probably about 1 day, 2 days away from disaster, so Amazon actually bailed us all out because they told me it was being delivered. No, they told me it was being delivered on the 4th. And I'm recording this, and you're seeing this if you're watching it on deck. It comes out on the 3rd. So they told me between the 4th and the 7th, and it actually arrived on the 2nd. So that was a very quick turnaround. Thank you, Amazon. Not even Prime, just regular delivery. So yeah, Amazon bailed us out. We were probably about a day or two away from me just having to say, right guys, can't do any videos for a couple of days because I don't have any storage left. But yeah, there we go. We were saved, and now I have a bit more space. I actually have very little space. It's getting concerning. Like, even if I remove all the videos I did have stored, I don't know what's taking it up. Probably too many rubbish games that I've bought on Steam for no reason. That might be part of the cause, I would guess. The Inca? What are you guys going to do? There's nothing going on. New research agreement. Come on, give us some wars. Mongolia kicked out Germany. There's this Ethiopia one, but Persia is doing damage to Greece, but sadly I think it's just too little too late. Not that they knew obviously that Ethiopia was going to attack them, but yeah, now it's going to be very difficult to get anything out of this. Greece did not recover this city. They have plenty of boats here, but if Spain could kill a few of them, I mean it would be very difficult to kill all of them, but Spain could do some damage here and at least keep themselves in the fight. But yeah, I think Greece wins this. They are stronger, we saw, than Spain. And now Spain is essentially alone because Persia will not be distracting Greece for much longer, realistically. Oh my goodness, why did I click? Just want 1 day to be able to watch the action and not have to look away from it on purpose. Because that I know that annoys you guys probably too. But it's just, for whatever reason, looking at the AI, not a good idea. Spain does cling on to that city, but yeah, there's way too many Greek boats, so Greece will get that back. But they are doing some damage to Rome. They've put it in the yellow. Maybe they get that instead. And then they end up with both. That's normally a good way to go about it. Ethiopia, can they conquer this in 1 turn? Whoa, oh, close. Into the yellow. They do already, of course, have the city in the Arabian Peninsula, so they can hop over pretty safely. And they've got some boats here. And if Persia's going to be fielding galleasses here and frigates, and these battleships are going to have a field day plucking through Persia's navy. They do have an aircraft carrier with no planes. That's painful to see, isn't it? You don't like to see that. No, these are already here. I was wondering if there's any new cities. No, there's a few scouts exploring the top of the map up in the snow. Probably nice and cold. Brazil with a little sneaky submarine. Just a regular one under the ice. I can see you. Oh, and yeah, there we go. So the Aztecs, this city, well, if there was any hope, it has been extinguished. And that includes for Canada, because the Shoshone have just landed a load of units down here. Maybe the Shoshone will get all of Mexico here, which would be a pretty big blow to Canada's efforts. And yeah, then, I mean, it sets you up for Canada v the Shoshone, the same way that we're set up for Brazil v the Inca in South America. What is going to happen? What is going to happen next? Kulin still going against... Okay, Canada did restore it just in time. And yeah, this time they'll keep it. The Shoshone killed all the Aztec units. Maybe inadvertently in that scenario. But yeah, now it's just a race. I mean, Canada has a chance now if they sneak in a melee unit. I don't know where it's going to come from. There's a great war infantry in the Gulf of Mexico. But yeah, this probably just goes to the Shoshone. They have planes. I mean, they won't use an atomic bomb because their own units are here, but they'll use the bombers. Hopefully they wouldn't use the atomic bomb. If they do, they just need to avoid their allies, who are, usually the most powerful nations in the world. If anyone else watched my my Songhai series. We had a good fun moment when I accidentally nuked my ally in a war, who also happened to have a military 6 or 4 times bigger than mine. That was a fun moment. That was, well, not for me. That was very stressful for me, trying to work out why I was at war with them. But there you go. We got through it. We survived, just about. So you can't really complain. That was actually a really good series on Emperor difficulty. If you're looking for a more high level Let's Play where we struggled quite a bit at the start. We even lost our capital once. I think we did hold it the second time. But yeah, that was a very bizarre series. But we did end up still doing very well despite losing our capital, which is very rare. It's happened once in an AI only battle. Although, no, well, I got it back, so I guess that's different. But still, I don't think anyone who's lost it and got it back's ever won one of these games either. But I didn't win, so not really a fair comparison. In my first ever game, the really popular one that you've probably seen, actually not the first one, but the really popular one you've probably all seen, the historic spawn dates World 1, India got kicked out very early from India by Persia, and then still sort of survived between Russia and Mongolia. That's the only time I've ever seen a civ who've lost their original capital even get close. I guess there might be some other special games I've done with less civs where maybe the top 10 was a bit easier to get into. Maybe that's happened, but it's very rare normally. God, Siam, you got this. I don't know what you're doing, but sure you got this. I'm not going to watch because it'll go slow. It's very hard to come up with the storylines when you're not even watching, or not able to watch, and don't know the previous 200 turns. That was also very difficult, so I apologise if I go quiet at times. I really just, I don't know what to say sometimes. Especially when it's slow. It becomes so much harder because you have to come up with so much more. Is that a camel? Or I don't know, it looks like a camel. But at the same time it's already got the hump in its back. But the head is definitely a camel's head. On that caravan? Or trade unit? They're not really caravans anymore, is it? It's more of a truck. I don't get why scouts don't get on it. Yeah, why don't scouts just like get a visual upgrade after certain years? Because they just always look like people walking around with capes and sticks. I feel like at this point scouts are like, you know, like, I don't know, even though, kind of like the people from Jurassic World. You know, they go around with not quite real guns, but you know, like electric shotguns, and they kind of look like soldiers but aren't really soldiers, kind of thing. That's what I imagine modern day scouts would be like. Or, you know, in a time when I'm guessing air travel is becoming fairly common. Just regular people. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I've horrifically got this wrong. But there you go. Oh, Greece failed to retake their city. And I think Spain have been and failed as well. Or maybe Spain are going now and are going to get 2. Greece tried to push into here. I don't know what was the point in that. That doesn't seem like a good idea. And Ethiopia, ooh, so close. It's in the red. But yeah, that probably saves Greece a little bit. Persia probably won't be getting this city. I say that, I'm sure Ethiopia will attack Greece in the future, so it might backfire a little bit. Wouldn't get your hopes up, Greek fans. Go on, Morocco. I don't know what Morocco can do in this game, to be honest. They're a bit stuck. They're just bordering Ethiopia. That is a terrifying prospect. At least they're busy at the moment, you know, that's buying you time. But I don't really know what Morocco can do to enhance their own game. I guess they could maybe attack Spain or something, but don't really see that happening. I mean, it could work, but Morocco don't have any boats at the moment. They have a couple of submarines, and that's it. Shoshone's turn. Are they going to do it in one turn? They have the planes, I just don't know if they're close enough. They may have too many nukes, if that can even exist. Yeah, they moved them over, so maybe they weren't quite close enough. Yeah, next few turns, this should probably fall. And then maybe we'll get a Shoshone-Canada war at some point. Obviously, we were in the middle of one in the other game before that came to a tragic end. Although Shoshone were having no luck in that one. I feel like they'll be more successful in this one. However, they are up against a stronger However, they are up against a stronger Canada. So we'll find out. Kulin, you going to take anything else off Siam? They took this city once and have really struggled since then. Looks like this one's a little bit deeper into their territory now. And this one's still got it all to play for, I guess. Everyone's fighting for it. Oh, and they do grab that one. Never mind. Jinxed it. Sorry, Siam. Didn't mean to jinx it for you. Will the Harappa join against Persia? Now would be a good time to do it while Ethiopia are here. And Greece. Wouldn't be the worst move. Probably not. And that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.